So good evening, everybody, and thank you all for coming. And unofficially, I'd like to congratulate Glenn for being the voter's choice in this by-election. We're a few polls off, but looks like it's going to happen. So congratulations to him, and I want to congratulate all the other candidates who ran in this by-election, all 16 or 20 of them. You know, I can tell you that, you know, you put in your hat and your name in the ballot it's not an easy thing to do. So I congratulate all of them for sure. It's been an interesting few months, to say the least. You know, we're always complaining that Toronto never really pays attention to Sudbury, but I don't think that's going to be a problem anymore. You know, and since December, I've been completely overwhelmed. And grateful for all the support that I've gotten from the people around me, the people in this room, the people of our community, and you know, people all across the province, believe it or not. But most importantly, the people of Sudbury. And you know, I want to thank all those people. I want to thank the people that volunteered on my campaign, who came to help every single day, believing, you know, that we were doing something right here. We were doing something meaningful and amazing. You know, we didn't have a hell of a lot of paid volunteers. We didn't have an RV. You know, we didn't have people in the office with non-Sudbury addresses. But you know what? You know, we had heart, and we had passion and integrity. And I think, you know, these are the things that Sudbury is made of. This is what makes Sudbury a great place to live. And you know, we kept true to those principles all the way through this campaign. You know, this by-election could have been boring and drab, like most by-elections are, and you know, but in fact, here in Sudbury, we're not like other cities. We care about our neighbors. We all take care of each other, and you know, we're a community, and Sudbury's a community. You know, and growing up here, you know, makes you realize that the people of Sudbury, you know, they cherish those values like accountability, and being open, and having integrity, and those are just as important as anything else. You know, you heard me say during this campaign a couple of times that, you know, policy is easy, but honesty is hard. It's difficult. You know, and I live by those values my whole life, and I've always wanted to represent Sudbury first and foremost, and that's basically why I decided to run as an independent. I've always wanted my bosses to be all of you, everyone from Sudbury, the people of this community that mean the most to me. You know, and someone told me, regardless of the outcome, here in Sudbury we brought democracy back into politics. And that's really important. We've turned a lot of heads, we've rattled a few cages, and Gerald, you rattled most of the cages. Yes. But I think we made people more interested in politics and interested of what's going on. And people are now aware how politicians should behave. You know, back in December I was offered a form of consolation prize, be it suggestions of jobs, appointments, commissions, whatever, to quote someone directly. But you know, right now I think the consolation prize is surely the fact that we made so many people around our community and around the province aware of the good parts and the bad parts of politics. You know, we put an emphasis not only on the issues, because I think we all agree that you know, all the candidates in here want to make Sudbury a better place, but we also, you know, put emphasis on the importance of integrity, openness, transparency, and accountability. You know, think back in October in our municipal election. You know, we had a clean sweep at Tom Davies Square. You know, 10 out of 12 new councillors with a new mayor. So, you know, that message, you know, shows that Sudburyans, you know, they appreciate those values, and I think that's a statement in itself. You know, that we know now what to demand out of our politicians, out of our representatives, and we know what is important. And change is never easy, as you see tonight. It's going to take time. It'll take time for people to understand. It'll take time for people to appreciate change and see that change is positive. But it's got to start somewhere. And I hope that what we've done here tonight, all of us that have worked so hard over the last 2 months, has resonated, across our city and our province and maybe even our country. And it wasn't easy, as nothing ever doing is easy. And why did I decide to do this? Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I ask myself the same thing, but when you go out into the community, you just go to the malls or the arenas where people gather and they're being social, and I just see all the young kids, all the future of Sudbury basically, and you want to give them the opportunity to start on the right foot. You want to make sure that they understand that although you gotta make sacrifices sometimes, but you gotta make sure you stay true to yourself. And what better way to open that path up with openness and integrity and lead by example. If someone asked me if I've learned anything out of all this and out of everything that's transpired, it's when you believe in something, when you have to do what's right, you never back down. And you always remember that you're not the only one, and you're not alone when you stand up for yourself. People shouldn't be afraid for sticking up for themselves. No matter how big the opponent or how big the daunting task may be, do not go gently in the night. When you feel strongly about something, you have to be confident, and you have to believe that what you're doing is right. So to all my supporters that rallied behind me during this by-election and the last election, I thank you. I thank you all for believing in me and understanding that you always have to do what's right, and you've got to fight for what you believe in. Now, to all the people that trust me with their vote, that exact number I'm sure Nathan knows, right, buddy? You don't have to look it up. It's okay. So all those people that trust me with their vote, that understood what we were doing here and tried to promote some change, I thank you. I thank each and every single one of you. I think a lot of people have heard our message. I know Toronto's heard our message, and the fact that politics is dirty, I don't think that makes it right. Here in Sudbury, we understand that there's good sides of politics, but I think now there's a light that's been shone on everything, and people are more aware. And here in Sudbury, I mean, we want control of our decisions. We want to control the decisions that affect us mostly. In anything, our healthcare, infrastructure, taxes, jobs, business, and anything. Our ability to take care of ourselves and to make the decisions for ourselves. And everybody that voted for me today helped to amplify that message, so I really appreciate that. So would I change any of it? It's a question I've been asked a lot over the last 25 minutes. No, I would never change one iota of this. I hope that I've started something big, that I've lit a fire in everybody's belly like the one that I felt over the last 2 months. And I think that that there's a movement. There's a movement that started that's going to make our politicians more accountable to the actions that they have, more open, and as I said 7 months ago, back in June, that I'm not going anywhere. I love serving Sudbury, and I'm going to keep fighting for Sudburyans every step of the way. So, I hadn't made too many election promises, but I promise you now that I give you my word that I will be back, and I hope that all of you will be there with me at that time.
Oh yeah.
And last but not least, just my team, just everybody that spent over 10 hours a day at 2365 Bancroft. I think we all know the phone number by now. We've all said it 100 times. See, Nathan understands that, anybody? And those people are the ones that actually motivated me every single day to get up and get out there and talk to the people and find out the issues and make them aware of something that we can change. I believe, and I will always believe, that I'm only as strong as the people that I work with. So by that measure, you know, I'm the strongest man in Sudbury right now, I would say. So thank you. Everybody in this room, everybody in the team that couldn't make it here tonight, the people that did phone calling and figuring out how those damn list of electors works. You know, we made some crazy progress, and I really appreciate that, and I'm very proud of that. So you all gave so dearly your time to this campaign, and I think tonight, you know, let's celebrate that Sudbury's going to be a better place because everything that we've all done here and the messages that we've put out. And never forget, I'll be back, and let's continue to keep Sudbury strong, everybody. Thank you.